My name is Margaret Campbell, and I have a deeply unsettling number for you. This year, the Government of Ontario is set to keep hundreds of millions of dollars in property tax relief that belongs entirely to its senior homeowners. This isn't a new tax or a malicious scheme. It's worse. It's money that's simply unclaimed. It's your money, earned through a lifetime of work, quietly draining away because of a system so complex and a bureaucracy so silent, it counts on you not knowing the rules. Every year, thousands of seniors overpay on their property taxes, not because they have to, but because no one calls to tell them they have a choice. The letters don't come, the forms are buried in jargon, and the deadlines pass without a sound. This passive system is a slow, silent leak in your retirement bucket. And for many, that leak is about to become a flood in 2026. This video is the plug for that leak. We are not going to talk about financial theories. We are going to take direct, practical action. My sole purpose here today is to walk you through 5 specific property tax breaks that are sitting on the table, waiting for you to claim them. I will show you which government programs are designed for you, how a simple home renovation can shield your property from higher taxes for years, and the one critical form, the ON-BEN, that can unlock a steady stream of monthly payments that you are likely owed. We will turn that mountain of legal jargon into a clear, step-by-step roadmap. This is not a gift or a handout from the government. This is your financial security, your independence, and your money. It's time to stop the system from counting on your silence. It's time to claim it. For over 20 years, I've worked as a benefits consultant, specializing exclusively in the financial well-being of Canadian seniors. I am not a government employee, nor do I work for a large bank. Instead, I've positioned myself on your side of the table, navigating the labyrinth of Service Canada and the CRA. My work has given me a front-row seat to the quiet devastation caused by bureaucratic inertia. I have sat with hundreds of people, teachers, mechanics, nurses, small business owners, who did everything right their entire lives, only to find their financial security being eroded by rules they were never told existed. I've seen the leaky bucket firsthand, and I've learned precisely where the holes are. My credibility doesn't come from a fancy title, but from 2 decades spent plugging those holes, one family at a time, ensuring that what was rightfully earned is rightfully kept. Therefore, my mission here is straightforward: to be your financial guardian. My purpose is to translate the dense language of government programs from your property tax assessments and the ON-BEN form to the intricacies of CPP, OAS, and GIS into a clear, actionable plan. We will dismantle the wall of confusion that the system uses, intentionally or not, to keep you from your money. Each video is a strategic briefing designed to arm you with the knowledge you need to protect your assets, maximize your income, and secure your legacy. Consider me your advocate in this silent fight. Together, we will ensure that you are no longer just a passive participant in your retirement, but the active commander of your financial future. In our briefing today, we will dismantle this problem piece by piece. We will concentrate on 3 core areas where your money is most at risk of being left on the table. First, I'll reveal the power of a single document, the ON-BEN form, and how it acts as the master key to unlock not one, but 2 separate streams of cash you are owed: the Ontario Senior Homeowners Property Tax Grant and the monthly Ontario Energy and Property Tax Credit. Second, we will move from claiming money back to proactively shielding your finances. I'll show you how a government-funded accessibility renovation not only makes your home safer, but can also trigger a permanent reduction in your property's taxable value, creating savings year after year. Finally, we will expose the hidden lifelines at the local level, the specific municipal tax relief programs, like Toronto's, that have strict annual deadlines most homeowners don't even know exist. Each point is a plug for a major leak in your retirement bucket. But before we expose the first and most deceptive trap, I need you to take one immediate action. The rules, deadlines, and eligibility thresholds for these programs can and do change, often with little public notice. The government won't send you a personal letter when a deadline is moved up or when a benefit you qualify for is expanded. This channel is your alert system. To ensure you never miss a critical update that could cost you thousands, I urge you to click the subscribe button and, most importantly, turn on all notifications right now. Consider it your first line of defense. It costs you nothing, and it guarantees that the vital financial intelligence we share will reach you the moment it's released. Now, let's talk about the money you're missing by not filing one simple form. The single most deceptive leak in your retirement bucket is a benefit designed to look automatic. The Ontario Senior Homeowners Property Tax Grant, or OSHPTG. The government states this grant of up to $500 is paid to eligible seniors who file their taxes. This creates a dangerous trap. Thousands of seniors on very low or fixed incomes who have no taxable earnings to report reasonably conclude they don't need to file a tax return. By making this logical decision, they are unknowingly forfeiting money that is rightfully theirs. The system doesn't chase them down, it simply keeps the cash. This is where the leak happens, silently and systematically. The key to plugging this hole is not a complex tax strategy, but a single, simple form: the ON-BEN. By filing this application, even if your reported income is zero, you are officially raising your hand and telling the province, "I am here, I own my home, and I am claiming the grant you owe me." But the ON-BEN form is far more powerful than just a one-time grant application. It's a master key that unlocks a second, continuous stream of income. This is the Ontario Energy and Property Tax Credit, or OEPTC, part of the Ontario Trillium Benefit. Unlike the grant, this benefit is often paid in monthly installments, providing a steady financial lifeline. Let's look at a real-world scenario. Consider Eleanor, a 79-year-old widow in Hamilton, living in her bungalow on OAS and a small survivor's pension. Her annual property taxes are $3,800. For the last 5 years, she hasn't filed a tax return, believing it wasn't necessary. By not submitting the ON-BEN form, she has missed out on $2,500 from the OSHPTG over that period. But the loss is much deeper. Based on her age, low income, and property tax paid, she was also eligible for the OEPTC, which could have provided her with over $90 per month. That's another $5,400 drained from her bucket, all because one form was sitting on the table, unclaimed. This combined loss, a one-time grant and a monthly payment, is stopped with a single action. Your immediate task is to find the application for the Ontario Trillium Benefit and the Ontario Senior Homeowners Property Tax Grant on the government's website, or ask a family member to help you download it. Do not wait for tax season. You can file this form by itself, at any time. Think of it this way. Filing the ON-BEN is not about reporting income to the CRA. It's about submitting an invoice to the government for money they already owe you. Plugging this leak is a critical defensive victory. But what if we could go on the offense? What if a simple renovation to make your home safer, like installing a chairlift, could not only get you a tax credit from the government, but also permanently shield your property from future tax increases? This proactive strategy is what separates managing your money from truly protecting it, and it's what we will expose next. The proactive strategy we just mentioned begins with a crucial shift in mindset. Many seniors view a necessary home renovation, like installing a walk-in shower or a ramp, as an unaffordable expense. This is the trap. You're not just spending money. You are making a government-subsidized investment in your own safety and independence. The tool for this is the Federal Home Accessibility Tax Credit, or HATC. This allows you to claim up to $20,000 in qualifying renovation expenses and receive a non-refundable tax credit of 15%, putting up to $3,000 directly back in your pocket. The The critical mistake is failing to see this as a rebate. The government isn't going to send you a letter suggesting you make your bathroom safer and offering to help pay for it. The program is buried in the tax code, a passive rule waiting for you to actively use it. It transforms a daunting cost into a manageable investment, but only if you know to claim it. This proactive approach has a second, even more powerful layer that almost everyone misses. This is the secret shield. When you undertake a standard home renovation, like finishing your basement, your property's assessed value increases, and so do your property taxes. This is a legitimate fear that stops many from making improvements. However, renovations for accessibility are different. Under Ontario's Assessment Act, the value of specific modifications made to a home to accommodate a person with a disability or a senior needing assistance can be excluded from your MPAC assessment. Let's consider Arthur, a homeowner in Kingston. He needs a stair lift, but worries the $15,000 cost will be added to his home's value and trigger a permanent tax hike. Like most people, he assumes an improvement is an improvement. The passive system lets him believe this, but it's not true. This specific type of renovation can be shielded from increasing his tax burden. Here is how Arthur turns the tables on the system by stacking these benefits. He proceeds with the $15,000 stairlift installation. At tax time, he claims the HATC and receives a $2,250 credit from the federal government, immediately reducing the net cost. But he doesn't stop there. He then proactively informs MPAC, providing documentation that the renovation was for accessibility. MPAC, in turn, excludes this $15,000 improvement from his home's assessed value. The result? Arthur has a safer home. The government effectively paid for 15% of the project, and he has a permanent shield preventing this improvement from ever increasing his property taxes. He didn't just plug a leak, he built a fortress wall. This is the multiplier effect of knowing the rules better than the system counts on you to. This isn't a loophole, it's your right. But as we'll see next, there's another level of government with its own set of rules and deadlines that could be costing you money every single year. Beyond the federal and provincial layers we've discussed, there is a third, often overlooked level of bureaucracy draining seniors' finances: your own municipality. Cities like Toronto, Ottawa, and Hamilton offer their own property tax relief programs, but they operate in isolation with their own distinct rules and, most critically, their own unforgiving deadlines. The City of Toronto, for example, offers a program to cancel property tax increases for eligible low-income seniors. This can save a homeowner hundreds of dollars a year. The trap? It's not a one-time application. You must reapply every single year by a strict deadline, usually in the early fall. Miss it by one day, and you forfeit the entire year's benefit. This is the most localized leak in your bucket, and because the information isn't broadcast provincially, it's the easiest one to miss, leaving you vulnerable to paying more than your neighbors for the exact same municipal services. Let's illustrate this with a tangible comparison. Consider two neighbors, Mary and Robert, living in identical homes in Etobicoke. Both are low-income seniors, fully eligible for Toronto's property tax cancellation program. Mary, our informed guardian, marks the September deadline on her calendar every year and submits her renewal application. Her property tax increase for the year, let's say $450, is cancelled. She pays the same as the previous year. Robert, however, forgets. He's busy. The notice from the city gets lost in a pile of mail, and the deadline passes silently. The result is immediate and irreversible. He must pay the full $450 increase. Over 5 years, Robert's simple oversight has cost him $2,250 that Mary has kept. This isn't due to bad financial decisions. It's a loss caused by a passive system that penalizes forgetting. This is how financial vulnerability creeps in, not through a major crisis, but through a series of small, unplugged leaks that the system is not designed to help you fix. Your immediate action item is to become a local investigator. This week, open a web browser and search for these exact words. Your city's name, property tax relief for seniors. Look for key terms like deferral program, tax rebate, or cancellation program. Do not assume a program doesn't exist just because you've never heard of it. Once you find the page on your city's official website, your mission is to locate one specific piece of information, the application deadline for the coming year. Write it down, put it on your fridge, circle it in red on a physical calendar. This single act of finding and recording that date transforms you from a potential victim of bureaucratic silence into an active commander of your local finances. You are asserting control, ensuring that not one more dollar leaks out at the municipal level. You have earned this relief. You simply need to claim it on their schedule, not yours.
Let's bring this all together. Today, we've identified the critical leaks in your retirement bucket and armed you with the precise tools to plug them. We've established that the ON-BEN form is not just tax paperwork. It is your master key to claiming both the OSHPTG grant and the monthly OEPTC checks that are rightfully yours. We have revealed the proactive strategy of using the Home Accessibility Tax Credit not just for a rebate, but to activate a permanent assessment shield with MPAC, turning a necessary expense into a long-term financial defense. And finally, we have uncovered the hidden municipal deadlines that, if missed, silently drain hundreds of dollars from your pocket every year. These are not just tips, they are actionable battle plans. The system counts on your inaction. Your knowledge and your immediate action are the only things that will stop your hard-earned money from draining away. This is not a one-time fight. The rules will change, the deadlines will shift, and new programs will be buried in bureaucratic jargon. This channel is your ongoing vigilance. If you found this information valuable, please like this video. It's not for me, it's to help the platform show this vital briefing to other seniors who are unknowingly losing their money. And to ensure you are never caught off guard again, subscribe and turn on all notifications. It is your personal alert system, guaranteeing you stay ahead of the changes that impact your family's financial security. My name is Margaret Campbell. Thank you for allowing me to be your guardian in this fight. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and claim what is yours.